Craig, you want to tell everyone where we're at?
We're going to the Circus Museum to see a real circus today.
That's right. Let's get going. Circus World is in Baraboo, Wisconsin. It is the original home of the Ringling Brothers Circus. This is where they would stay in the wintertime. And now it's considered a circus museum, but they also have a circus that we will be going to a couple of times a day. So we're excited to see that. There's a gift shop, of course, and a lot of circus history. We get to see circus wagons, and there's a room with all kinds of circus, like little dioramas. I'm just excited to see it all. It looked really interesting online, and we've been looking forward to it. Certainly Craig has been looking forward to it. And here we are, the Circus World Museum. We are going in. There's the big top shop right there. Good morning. And right over here is where we buy our tickets.
Deb, right? Are you Deb?
Joe and Craig are going in and exploring the gift shop while I wait in line for the tickets.
She's over at the tent.
We'll take a look around the lobby here while we wait.
Yeah, sure was.
I heard Craig in there squeezing something. He's got a puppet. We have our tickets. Tickets to Circus World are $23 for an adult. Honestly, I didn't look at the children's price because we didn't have any children, but you can find all of that online. This is how we enter.
Good morning. Welcome to Circus
Thank you.
World. This is the daily schedule of all of our events. On the inside of the schedule is a map of where those events are taking place. Please be sure to stop inside this building and take advantage of our exhibits, including our new iron jaws.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
We're in Circus World, Craig. This looks like, we need to find out when the shows are. But I think there's one at like 2:30, if I remember right.
2:30.
Dad's gonna look it up. There's one early, but I don't remember what time it starts.
11 a.m.
Oh, okay, so we've got a while. This is it's called the Puffing Gallery, so we should be able to do the 11. Because right now it's probably not much after 9. Oh, it's 9:46. We have about an hour.
All right, Mrs. Smith is going to go drop the cooler. You guys can stay in here. I will be right
This is Ministry of 2010. And as you go through, you get to see a lot of fun posters.
Where do you want to go look at?
I love these posters. So much history in this. Actually, should we work our way over to that area and then come back and look at this, since we don't want to miss the 11 o'clock show? Oh, okay. Here's the circus wagons. I'm going to go to the other side of the circus wagons right quick. They have some of the costumes over here. Even the elephant costume. There's a clown back there. Lots of glitz, right? Circuses were very flashy. There's an old film of a circus right there.
Yep.
We won't spend a lot of time in this area because we want to get back to the actual where they have the circus, because it starts at 11 and right now it's like 9:46. Yankee Robinson, great double show. This is the Cinderella carriage here. This vehicle is fabricated for special use as a special carriage. As you can tell, I was guessing it was a Cinderella carriage. I just didn't know if Cinderella was ever in the circus. It's certainly beautiful. Any little girl would love to ride in this, or even a big girl like me. Okay, Joe's waiting for us down there. There's a lot of school children here today. There's a couple of school groups. They're having a great time. Head on over to this side. I'm thinking the circus will be. This place is huge, though. I'm trying to remember how many acres they said it was. I'll have to look that up because I was impressed by the size of it. Of course, when you think they used to keep a whole circus here, it would have to be big to house all the animals. It's like the trains are up here. Thank you. This is the Baraboo River. It runs off the Wisconsin. Hence the bridge we're walking over. Oh, there's the Cookhouse Grill, which Craig will be excited to see. I did see that they have like pizza and other foods, probably hot dogs. They also have popcorn here. I see an ice cream wagon. I assume that a lot of these will be open because of all the kids that are here. But you never know because the kids probably brought their own lunch. Here's one of the trains. This is advertising car number 1. Oh yeah, I can see in that building up there, it looks like gold carriages or wagons. That's the hippodrome. Hippodrome. That's what it's called. There's some face painting. I see some more circus wagons. Do you know where is the actual circus? Right down there. Should we go this way then? Let's see. Let's take a look inside the hippodrome. I was thinking that this is where they have a show and the kids get to participate, maybe? I have watched several videos about Circus World, so I have a little idea. I hear a band playing. Oh, here we go. In their Baraboo wagon shops, the Mollers turned out some of the most beautiful parade wagons and massive baggage wagons ever used by the American circuses. Oh, this is who this is named after. Is this where they do the trapeze act? It looks like it. There's some bleachers you can sit on over here. There's old Wagon 102. Oh, I hear music coming. That's from the carousel up there. I thought maybe there was a band here. We'll make it up there later. They're playing the Battle Hymn of the Republic. Do you know that song, Craig?
Yeah.
Of land and sea. Keep off the wagon. I mean, after reading the book Water for Elephants, I definitely want to look inside one of those and just see how it was for the people. Because the circus entailed lots and lots of people. So they were transported in many different ways. All on a train, just depending on what kind of car you got, I think. Depending on what your job was. The Pelican trash can. I love all their trash can toppers.
Nothing.
Put your trash in the Pelican's mouth. This is the picnic area, which I wonder if this is set up for the school groups. I see they already have some coolers there. Well, they do have this one open. This is the Sterling Circus. And here's the inside of this wagon. It did have people, like whole little windows. I'm not sure what was hauled in that. Right now, it looks like they have some.
Stuff for that would be your stuff for the circus tent.
Well, that's what they look like. They have in there right now.
Yeah, you can see a lot of signs back in there. You couldn't really read them, but.
And when I was in, I think it's when we were in junior high or maybe 6th grade, everyone got to go to the Ringling Brothers Circus in Des Moines. They gave the Shrine. No, it was the Shrine Circus.
Yeah.
They gave everyone free tickets, all the kids. So the school would take you, and you could bring money for snacks and whatever. And that was I was so excited to go to that. But kind of ruined when there were boys there that had bought cork guns and were putting needles in the end of them and shooting people. There's a restroom over here. Craig?
Yeah?
Have you ever been to the circus?
No, not really.
So this will be Craig's first circus.
Yep.
Maybe his only circus. There's not a lot of circuses around anymore.
My
Looks
only
like
circus.
at some time or another they have some pony rides in there.
Do you remember for like about 3 years, Adventureland had a circus?
Yes, we went in there, I think, didn't
Did
we?
we take the kids there?
I think I don't know for how long we stayed, but I thought we did. We went with the Bennetts.
Could be. Yeah, when Stephanie was real young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we would have just taken Stephanie. That's because she would have been the only child we had at that time.
Get behind that and back down. Hey.
Oh, here we go. A little photo op.
Now you got just your head. You lean down there. You
And
go.
then look up at me. There we go.
Hey, it's a
Circus
snake.
World,
You're a snake
Baraboo.
lady.
You see
Snake lady.
a snake lady. Well, you could be a snake charmer.
This is where they've got some of the sideshow.
Very
Mm-hmm.
fun, Daddy. Good time. Way down.
Eddie the Elastic. Dainty Dottie. What does that one say, Craig?
Reptilian Company.
And then what's the top one?
Atlas.
Atlas.
Amazing.
Atlas the Amazing. World of Wonders.
One.
We're going to go in there in just a second. Show you these signs. Chin Han Yin. And I can't read what the top one says. Great Gulliver, a sword swallower. And the bearded lady. Let's go inside and see, Craig. Craig, let's go in here and look.
Married sisters established separate households and fathered 20
Chang and Ing Bunker are referred to as the first conjoined twins. The term Siamese twins, stemming from their immense popularity. Born and joined at the sternum in Siam, now Thailand, in 1811. They came to the United States in 1829. Ching and Ing toured on and off throughout their lives, while also marrying and having children and becoming wealthy owners in North Carolina. Well, that's a great success story. Over here we have kind of sad to me. Well, it's sad to me that all of these were in the so-called freak show. This is the large lady. She was a star performer in the 1850s, advertised as weighing over 700 pounds. She married fellow performer John Battersby, a thin man, and together they attracted audiences vast audiences. Gretchen above was known as Gertie Plath, a Milwaukee fat lady, and enjoyed a long sideshow career in numerous late 19th century shows, including John Robinson and the Ringling Brothers. There's the thin man who married the large lady. Isaac Sprague, born in 1841, was often referred to as the original Thin Man, although newspapers throughout Pennsylvania and New York in 1830 printed advertisements for a living skeleton, Calvin Edson. He weighed 58 pounds and toured both the Northeast and Europe before succumbing to a tapeworm only 2 years later. Well, that's a sad story. Isaac Sprague above joined P.T. Barnum's American Museum as a performer in 1865 and continued to tour intermittently for the next 20 years. Doctors diagnosed him with a muscular atrophy, which contributed to his death in 1887. I was thinking as I was reading this that, well, these gentlemen must have had some kind of ailment to keep them at such low weights. This is the tall lady. Sideshow specialized in unusual and bizarre, often exhibiting contrast as represented by the giant and the little person. Giantism is abnormal growth caused by overgrowth of growth hormones. The public's curiosity of this condition led to both male and female giant performers as featured in the sideshow until the mid-20th century. This is Anna Swan, who performed as a Nova Scotia giantess at P.T. Barnum's American Museums in 1860s. She married a fellow performer, Captain Martin Van Buren Bates, billed as the Kentucky Giant in 1871. At an alleged total height, he was just under 16 feet, and they toured as the tallest couple alive. Before settling on a farm, Ella Ewing performed with Barnum Bailey Circus in 1897 and toured with other circuses for years. And then they had Little, which is the man they have standing on her hand up there. Often the show with the giant on the show was the little person, an individual with short stature from either genetic or medical conditions. As was often the case, show owners exaggerated the details for performers and would make them appear more impressive, such as adding years to their ages or taking inches from their stature. Often one of the best-known little person performers was Charles S. Stratton, known to the world as General Tom Thumb. He only measured 25 inches tall when he began his association with P.T. Barnum in 1842. He quickly rose to prominence as a well-dressed, eloquent performer. His extravagant wedding to fellow little person Lavina Warren in 1860, he captured the attention of both the United States and abroad. And here's their wedding picture. Now this is the bearded lady. I'll use some pictures. Madame Clofolia was the bearded lady of Geneva and a famous American museum of 1853. Bearded ladies remained a staple of sideshows until the 1930s. And this is Harry. People with excessive or unusual hair were popular sideshow attractions, ranging from a bearded lady to a circus sage. I don't know how to say that. People the performers referred to as dog-faced or werewolves, in reality suffered from hypertrichosis, a rare congenital condition which results in excessive hair growth over the whole general body or localized areas such as the face. Perhaps best known of these unique individuals was Fedor Jeffichu. P.T. Barnum brought him to the United States in the 1880s and initially named him Jojo the Dog-Faced Boy. Jojo was billed as the human Skye Terrier because of his long silky hair on his cheeks and forehead. And next is the Fire Eater. Fire eaters were a popular sideshow, developed by performer rather than natural deformity. Robert Powell was an early 18th century fire eater who performed British royalty and reportedly swallowed molten sealing wax, hot coals, brimstone, along with regular fire, while other fires sipped flammable liquids and spit them across the torch, producing a fireball. I saw a documentary on sideshow performers quite a while ago, and it was very interesting. And in fact, most of them actually enjoyed their fame as a sideshow act. This is the snakes, the snake ladies. And this is the tattooed lady. It wouldn't be too hard to find a tattooed lady anymore, but apparently they were rare back in circus times. I wonder if they were real tattoos. Exhibiting extensive body art became popular in the mid-19th century, often with narratives of being captured and tortured with tattoos. Early tattooed performers found work in the museums, which contained exhibits ranging from educational to bizarre. Men such as Captain Constantinus initially dominated the industry, although this began to change in 1882 with female performers like Nora Hildebrand and Irene Woodward. And now we're to the sword swallower. I've seen these acts on TV shows before. In 1893, the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago brought increased prominence to the sword-following America. Delno Fritz above began decades-long career at that time. Very interesting. And this, I believe, is the sideshows in here. This is the circus train stock car. St. Louis Car Company built this car for Union Pacific Railroad in 1862 to use as postal storage. The Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus purchased it in 1955 and used it as both a stock car for both red and blue units from 1998 through 2016. Circus World Museum acquired the car in 2017. It's completely refurbished. It looks like they used it for horses. Let's go look inside. This is where they would keep horses.
Yeah, it's like what, 16 stalls? No, 8. About 8 stalls.
8 per side.
Just sit in the office.
Right, yeah.
Go on through here.
Eat now.
I would guess this is where people rode, maybe? There's some boxes here anyway.
People rode?
Oh,
I don't think so. These bigger animals. Hard to say what they would have kept in here. I mean, it's got big doors both ways,
Yeah.
so an animal could enter and leave without having to go back.
we're waiting at the snack stand to get a drink and probably a snack.
We had something healthy with
We're waiting for our snacks. Joe and Craig are sitting down. I'll give you a look at what they have. Let's see if I can get a good look at this without a... maybe this way. I won't get the glare. I got a snack to eat for the circus. There it is. Craig got some cheese curds, of course. They look pretty good, like pretty good cheese curds, though.
They're not bad.
And Joe got a corn dog.
Yay.
And I wanted a funnel cake. And I already tasted it, and this is indeed delicious. Craig, how's your cheese curds?
Delicious.
This is the circus tent. Are you anxious for the circus?
Yeah,
Now, what's your favorite thing we've done so far?
the Circus Museum.
It's his hot rod for National Hot Rod Day. Looks more like a Ford Pinto. Chase loves all the holidays. Well, what do you got in there, Chase? And just what holiday is that supposed to be? Arbor Day. Chase, I think you mean Arbor Day. What else is in there, Chase? Holiday. That looks more like a ficus. What else is in there, Chase? International Juggling Day. Wow. Chase, we just had the jugglers in the ring. I think you should leave that to the professionals. What else is in there, Chase? He has a special Thanksgiving magic trick. He's going to make a live turkey appear. He needs everyone's help. All right, boys and girls, let's count down from 3, and then we will all say the magic words, abracadabra. Here we go. From 3, 2, 1. You've got enough
you're aware, but Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. It has nothing to do with actual boxing. You think you can box? He thinks he can box. I'm not too sure about that. All right, here. Okay. Put on the gloves. There we go. Show the audience your boxing stance. I'm not too impressed, I must say. I think you need a lot of help with that. Let's head back here. No. Not quite. Watch closely. Okay, like this.
Craig, can you give us a review of the circus?
Now, the circus is a wonderful show. The acts are terrific. The dancing, I give it 2 thumbs up, 10 stars, and the Craigie Favre seal of approval.
All right.
Oh, another 10.
What was your favorite part?
The clown.
He was pretty funny, wasn't he?
Yep.
This is the Wagon pavilion.
The circus.
Yeah. It's dark in here.
Gee, it is dark.
Oh, the lights start to come on. Maybe they come on as you go by the wagons. The old woman that lived in a shoe wagon. They are indeed big. It's hard with the backlight. See if I can go on this side and get a better. Oh yeah, it's much better over here. The Mother Goose wagon. I'm sure these were part of a parade. I don't know why Craig's walking like that. They're very ornate.
Yeah.
Oh, this wagon has a giant dragon on top. I didn't notice that at first. I think, are you dancing, Craig?
Sort of.
Sort of.
So what kind of hotel we're staying at, Mama?
It's called Fairfield Inn and Suites, Craig.
After lunch?
Yeah. Well, Dad's going to go to Driftless Glen, and we're going to look downtown before we go. Because Dad is going to do that tour, so you and I will find something else to do.
Okay.
I'll just walk around and show you some of these wagons. Here's a bell one. They ring these bells as they go through town.
What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on?
This looks like a Roman wagon. Buffalo Bill's Wild West.
You can actually look at it from the other side.
Okay. We'll go to the other side. There's just a stagecoach. Or covered wagon. See inside Buffalo Bill's wagon. Not a lot to see. It looks like there's a hole in the floor over there. I'm not sure what they used that for. Maybe to dump out if there was animals in there, you drop the feces through there, who knows. There's a stagecoach. This is a ticket wagon. Oh, the elephant wagon. It's the tiger wagon. This wagon is pretty cool. Asia, the Cole brothers. Oh, here's the music wagon. Music. Is it called a calliope? I know I've heard that in terms of circus. Especially on the old show Dumbo Circus. And Craig's sitting down over there. Is a ticket, another ticket one, an elephant. This kind of reminds me of not the one at Adventureland that's a pig, isn't it nearly as ornate as this elephant one, but that's what it reminds me of. At Adventureland, they have a pig that they used to sell popcorn out of. I don't think they do anymore, but this is where you'd buy your tickets. So they could say, you can buy our ticket over there in the elephant.
Yeah, and then this is another one of those cannons, but they modeled it to look like a rocket.
A human cannon.
They raise it up, and then the nose would,
This is a little bitty wagon.
would probably flip up.
I bet it was for the circus kittens.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of kittens in there, and then they'd like throw them in and feed them to all the other
No,
wild
he's going to
animals.
say something, try and make me mad. But these are little miniature wagons.
Yeah. This one had puppies in it. This one had like baby sheep, and they just throw them in the animals. You'd feed them.
Don't believe him. Dixiana. Where can you find one form of amusement that suits Granddad, Ma, Pa, and the kids, except for the circus? Jimmy Durante. The greatest show on earth. I think we've seen all the wagons.
Yep.
And Craig's over here. He's been sitting here. What does this say?
Band organ.
Yes. In the era before phonographs and radio, musical pipe organs were means by which music was presented to the public. Small hand-cranked organs dotted city streets, while larger instruments provided a musical atmosphere for fairs, traveling shows, and parks.
And this one's on loan. An actual, it's family owned.
Oh, this is family owned?
Yeah. Could you imagine this is what you have in a collection, something this big?
You'd have to have a garage for it for sure.
Yeah.
On loan to Circus World by Mrs. Eggle Z. Sedlemeyer and family. I wonder how long it's on loan for. Maybe indefinitely. Craig, out of all these wagons, which one is your favorite?
This one, but the organs.
Do you remember Dumbo Circus?
Yeah, what?
Do you remember watching Dumbo Circus?
I remember Dumbo Circus.
You probably watched it in the last week.
I remember that. I think Stephanie watched it too. I know Craig watched it.
Trip there, Craig.
What was Dumbo Circus about?
It's about Dumbo and his animal friends putting on a show. It has voice actors like Katie Lane of Muppet Babies, Jim Cummings, Patricia Paris, Walker and Miston, Hal Smith, and Will Ryan and Ron Gans.
What were the names of the characters in Dumbo Circus?
Well, there was Lionel the lion, Barnaby the goofy dog, Lily the cat, Sebastian the alley cat, Ferdinand the koala, and Cutie the orangutan.
Do you remember the calliope?
No.
Maybe I dreamed it was in that one. What year did Dumbo Circus come out?
1985.
Just at the right time for my kids to see it. I think it was on Nickelodeon when Nickelodeon very first came to be, which was when my kids were younger. Let's see, Stephanie was born in 1990. I think that maybe Nickelodeon started maybe in, I would guess like 1994. I could be wrong, but that's how I remember it. I remember it. Suddenly there was Nickelodeon, and then it just boomed on from there. Do you remember what the early Nickelodeon shows were, Craig?
Eureka's Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Rugrats.
Yes. That was one of their first
The Ren and
originals.
Stimpy Show. Rocco's Modern Life. Oreo Monsters.
I think Eureka's Castle was on
Nick Jr.
It was one of the first shows I remember seeing on there too. Batley.
Yep.
Maybe Naughty, something like that.
Wait, what?
Well, this is before you were born, some of these shows that I remember seeing on there. The Naughty Show, Noddy.
Yeah, from the 1990s.
Mm-hmm.
The naughty shop.
No, it's naughty.
It's naughty.
Joe started singing and Craig said, "Oh, brother." Oh, Craig. This is the Restoration Center. Oh, yeah, this has all the little circus dioramas, or if that's what you call them. This is like they had at House on the Rock. Oh, look at that. That's quite a wagon. That is huge. Oh, look at this one. It looks like something from a Disney movie. Actually, I was really excited to see these. I said I was excited to see these.
Oh, yeah.
Miniatures, circus miniatures. They have a huge display of these at the House on the Rock. And all I could think of was how much fun the girls would have playing with this. I wish it didn't have all these strings in front of it, though. Not sure what that must just be to hold it up. The animals in the cars.
Because they could actually do that. They could hold it up all day and let the sun in. And
The circus in action. There's the tall man. They're probably on stilts, I'm guessing.
oh, yeah.
But I see Mickey Mouse and Donald and another mouse in there. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be.
Jerry.
It does. Looks like Jerry Mouse. A dancing bear.
Craig. Hey.
Craig, did you see Mickey Mouse in this one? It's back there.
Mickey and Donald. Mm-hmm. And Bugs Bunny.
Is that? I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be Bugs Bunny. The ears are long for mouse ears, but kind of short for.
And there's Popeye and Olive Oil.
You see them too?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I see them. You're right.
It is Bugs Bunny.
Tightrope walker there. Look, the elephants doing a show back in there. Oh, look at that wagon. It has multiple stories of miniature animals on there. You can see it, the circus wagons being I can't talk. You can see the circus wagons being pulled by teams of horses. There's all the horses in their stalls and in the circus tents. Some more wagons back here too. There we go. You can see some more of the wagons in here. That one kind of looks like a tiered cake. The Royal Italian Circus. There's a Native American show, maybe, like in Tama. They would have their powwow. I don't know if they still do that like they used to every year. Here's the tent where all the people are eating. Looks like back there they're working, the circus workers are working on maybe the wagons. These are all the dancing ladies. More horses. Here's the circus trains that hauled the circus, that brought the circuses to the towns. Can you imagine all the little kids standing out by the tracks, cheering, so excited that the circus is in town? And I feel like the circus was probably was lost because of the age of technology, and kids had other things to do, and the circus wasn't as exciting anymore. That's what I think. The circus became a casualty to modern technology. Also, I'm sure that over time, there were more regulations put on circuses because of animal cruelty and labor laws, things like that. I don't know how they apply that to a place that basically travels from town to town all year. Like, are the labor and the laws of the city enforced while they're there? Or is it from where they're from? Who governs the circus? Who governed the circus? In the book I read, which was Water for Elephants, the circus was a lot of bad stuff happened there in that movie, if it all happened like that. There's a seal boy. A lot of some animal cruelty and some human being cruelty, according to that book. I don't know how historically accurate that is.
So it'd go down the street.
Oh yeah, so the giraffe can have his head would stick out the top. It's France. The human cannonball. There's another patriotic wagon. Maybe the king of the circus sat up there. Looks like a seat of honor. Here's a Pegasus on this one. Oh, this is also one of the musical wagons. You can see it. I'm going to call it a calliope in there. These wagons look like they may be hooked together. Well, they're not hooked, but I'm sure they were. This looks like a whole, like a train of them. We're upside down.
Did you go back far enough? There's a little one of you.
No. Oh, I see. That's how it is. That's funny. Greg does not like this at all, though. There's Craig. Okay, Craig, wave at me.
Oh,
what?
He turned into a gorilla.
You're a gorilla.
Can't be.
Okay, now come out.
Let me in.
Now, here, I'll do it.
And there's Joe. And he's a gorilla. Silly.
go in and face out, and then Craig will come in.
Okay.
Craig, come here. Here, I wonder what's in there, Craig. Go in.
A tiger. Rawr.
Supposed to be afraid.
Oh, is that the whole? I thought there was something else that was going to happen.
I think they used
It's an
to
optical
roar.
illusion, maybe.
Well, it used to roar when you come through.
If you want to see the Ringlings, this is Gus Ringling, a loyal employee. This is Henry Ringling. In 1886, he joined the 5 older brothers as a supervisor of the Wagon show ticket takers. Upon the death of Otto in 1911, he became a full partner. So this is Henry. This is Charles Ringling over here. Mabel Ringling. John here was only 15 when he joined his performing brothers in 1882. The emperor of Dutch comedians, he danced in wooden shoes. Alf Ringling. Otto Ringling, a solitary and thrifty bachelor, a shrewd man of principles. That was Otto. Now it looks like this is Al. It said he is a small town boy at heart. This must be a picture of the family. Ringling portrait. Is this their did they have a daughter? 3 of the children died in infancy, but 5 sons lived. Nope, they just had the five brothers. Our next stop is the gift shop, which is very crowded right now, but we're going to see what we can do in here. Let's see if we can find a nice magnet. Oh, look at this. Look at that keychain. Livy would love it. Are these the magnets you're talking about?
Some of them.
Oh, okay. That's what I've been looking for. Some pins. There's the trash cans. This is Chappie Fox. It's someone on an elephant. Oh, I like the circus wagon. Definitely I want that one. The pins are $10 each. Oh, and they have multiple circus wagons to make it hard to choose. But I definitely think this is my favorite, so that's what I'm going to get. They have little stickers of the wagons too, which are 95 cents. I'm going to get some of those to put on my laptop. Oh, it's Circus World. That's $1.25. We are back home now. We have been for a while. I'm just trying to get caught up on all these videos. I have, I think, one more video from vacation to go, and then we'll be back to our daily videos. But I forgot to film an ending for this video. Craig, what did you like the best about the circus?
The circus acts and the Holiday Road song.
Yeah, you like that they played Holiday Road. That's probably my favorite part too. It was very interesting to see all of the history of the circus. And how about those circus wagons, Craig?
They're wonderful.
Which one did you like the best?
The circus animals one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were pretty cool to see. Would you ever want to go back to the circus?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a fun experience. If you are interested in the history of the circus, there's a lot of it there. I couldn't include it all in the video. But Craig, will you end this video for us?
And that concludes our trip to Wisconsin, sponsored by the Baraboo Circus Museum. It's the greatest show on earth. Well, good night, everybody, and keep on having a great day.